Hi Aquarius, welcome to Universal Guidance Tarot. It is time for reading. I cannot believe this here already. So I have shuffled these cards very well. This is a two-part reading. The overall energy of this reading will be the center card in the first part of the reading. So if you feel compelled, please like and subscribe. Otherwise, let's just get started. What does Aquarius need to know, universe? Please give us the cards Aquarius needs. And any advice would so much always be appreciated for Aquarius. I like to keep these cards in order as they come out for Aquarius. Here's one. I do private readings and I get good feedback from readings, so just putting that out there for you in case you really need one. So putting them down in the order that they came out for Aquarius. First. Oh, there's changes taking place. Definitely changes. So I have a few extra cards for the second part of the reading. Aquarius, the overall energy of this reading is the Page of Pentacles. This is, looking at that pentacle as if it's a crystal ball. You really got your mind on your future, what lies ahead. You want security, stability. You might want a commitment. You want to be stable. And you're really focused on how you can make your future bright. So I need to find out why this card is surrounding your entire reading. Up here in your highest energy is the World. This is a new life cycle. You are exiting one life cycle and entering another. We have two life cycles in our lives. And this is why, if you wonder, why am I so focused on the future right now? What am I, growing up or something? Excuse me. But it feels like you're really contemplating on how and what you can do for your future, because you are ready to enter a new life cycle, which you will be doing. Right next to the World card, right above the Page of Pentacles, is the Devil, the card for Capricorn, only because of the horns, okay? So, but the energy of this card is toxic. Yeah, you're ready to move forward. I see the Devil waving goodbye, don't you? Sometimes it shows up really, really a lot. So other times you hardly notice that the Devil is waving goodbye. This energy, you're moving into a new life cycle without a toxic energy. So you're leaving someone or something behind that was toxic to you. It could be a relationship. This is bondage. See the chains? So you could have been attached to someone that was attached to something or someone else that was toxic to you. You're done with it. You're looking for your future. You're ready to enter a new life cycle. And I think this is the part of the energy that you're leaving behind. The Knight of Wands. So the Knight of Wands right next to the Devil card. This is very unstable energy. I mean, this is like flighty, not grounded at all. This is like someone who runs in and out of your life, sometimes with the staff of new beginnings and runs out with the staff of passion. Sometimes you never know when you will see them. It's very unpredictable and very opposite of what you're looking for. So I feel like you're letting those energies go and you are getting ready to enter this new life cycle here. I have the Hierophant right under the new life cycle, and right next to the Page of Pentacles. This is the card for Taurus. Taurus might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But with the Hierophant, the energy is all about security, stability, groundedness, right next to the Page of Pentacles. It's very, very spiritual, about marriage and commitment. So you have someone that is going to be entering your life, coming in this new life cycle. And I think you're leaving this old stuff behind. I think you've been stuck in that old stuff too for a while, because right under the Knight of Wands, I have the Four of Pentacles. And this is like, the lack of Pentacles just weighing you down. Not feeling like you're moving forward or doing, making any progress in your life. You're done with that. You are looking now towards making progress and moving forward in your life. Under the Hierophant is the Nine of Pentacles. So this is you. You're going to become your full self again. You're going to become stable, secure, grounded, because that's the kind of person that you are anyway. You're stable, secure, grounded. You probably have a job and a car and an apartment. You're very self-assured. You're good on your own. Now you get back to being yourself. You're entering a new life cycle. And in this new life cycle, you're going to find yourself faced with a commitment of some sort. You know, right under the devil, we had that Page of Pentacles. Okay, so you're changing, you're like looking towards your future. Because I feel like this Knight of Wands, like I said, they can run in and out of your life. I think they ran in and then ran out. And it's like, that's where you want to leave them now, is out. They leave you feeling rejected, abandoned, left out in the cold a lot. And you're done with it. You're just done with it. It's toxic. So, you are becoming you again. Very, very grounded, very self-assured. I have the moon right next to the Five of Pentacles and right under the Four of Pentacles. This is the card for Pisces. So Pisces could be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But this is changes. I mean, this is like something being revealed. Night turning to day. And you know, when night turns to day, you can see a lot more. It can be about some kind of revelation. And I do feel like you're having a revelation here. I really do. I just think that things are coming to light with you. And this is what's helping you to move forward in your life away from what is keeping you stuck. Wow. Okay, Aquarius, what else do we need to know? Aquarius. Take out more cards for the second half of this reading. I think we got him. I think we got him. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. You know, the Hierophant is Taurus, which is an earth sign. And remember I said in this new life cycle that I think there's commitment awaiting you. Well, we will get to that. I have the Ace of Wands that showed up next to the Knight of Wands. This is fresh starts and new beginnings. This is what you're doing for yourself. You are moving forward. See how that wand is just blossoming? You are moving forward. You've got your sword up. You've got the Justice card right next to the Ace of Wands. This is the card for Libra. Libra might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading. But you have your sword up in self-defense. You have your scales rebalanced. This is you. Very self-confident, very self-assured. You can take care of yourself. Self-justice. And then next to the Justice card is the Judgment card. You know that relationship that you kind of, like they ran out. I feel like they were running in and out. And then they ran out and you're like, oh, just don't come back. Just, stay out. But I feel like this was all a spiritual lesson because the Judgment card came out. And they wanted you to get back to being your full self, that you can be your best self. There's your guardian angels and spirit guides blowing a horn down on you, and you get it. It's like you got it. You awoken to a spiritual lesson, and you're usually rewarded by the universe when you awake to a spiritual lesson. And I think that's exactly what's going on here. I have the Queen of Wands under the Ace of Wands and next to the Four of Pentacles. Yes, you were stuck living in passion. That's all there was between you and the Knight of Wands was passion. Queen of Wands is very passionate, whether it's gardens, animals, people, their work. Also, the Queen of Wands is holding that staff of new beginnings, fresh starts, right under the Ace of Wands. So you're going to take your passions elsewhere. It was not an easy decision to make. I have the Devil card up here where there's three energies. And then I have the Three of Swords next to the Queen of Wands and right under the Justice card. This was not easy. They did bring tears probably times. And there might have been, like I say, a third energy associated with them. A bondage, something that was causing them to be the way they were. You can't change somebody. And I think you finally figured that out because of the Judgment card. But you're going to take your passions elsewhere. And you are getting rebalanced from this sadness that you had to go through in order to break free from this relationship that was keeping you stuck in one place. They were breadcrumbing you. This is right under the Judgment card and right next to the Three of Swords. So this is a card of breadcrumbing. It's like begging for attention. Like, why don't you come and see me? Or can I come and see you? Let's do something together. Or, you know, something like that. It throws your scales off balance. So part of your spiritual lesson here is noticing, you know, how they were treating you. You know, they weren't contributing to the relationship, and it was very hurtful. Very hurtful. So then under the Queen of Wands, I have the Queen of Pentacles right next to the Moon card. This is Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. That might be strong in your chart or someone else's around this reading, Aquarius. But looking at that pentacle, remember the whole reading started looking at that pentacle. This is the second biggest pentacle in the whole deck. And you're holding it on your lap. And you're like, this is what I really want. I don't want one of these in and out of life relationships. I want a grounded, solid, secure relationship. Because that's the way you are. You know, you're not comfortable in living a lifestyle of just throwing caution to the wind or living day by day and never thinking of the future. You want to plan for your future. So the Queen of Pentacles, very mature thinking energy, right under the Queen of Wands. You're very mature thinking. You're very passionate. And this is like revelations coming to you about, you know, how that you do want to move forward into this new life cycle. And you are, you know, the first step. You're definitely taking the first step here. But this walking away, you know, when somebody, the Eight of Cups, and it's under that Three of Swords, you're walking away, you're turning your back on the pain. You're turning your back on the sorrow. And it's next to the Queen of Pentacles. So walking away and trying to find what it is that you're looking for, what would make you the happiest, you're always walking towards something. You're not just walking away into oblivion. You're walking towards something. There's a mountain there. And guess what's on that mountain? The King of Pentacles. The King. You have somebody coming in, and it's a soulmate. I got the King and Queen here. And it's all because you decide to leave this non-serving, toxic energy behind and move towards what another life cycle. So this person who's coming in might have Earth in their chart, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But they also, the most important thing is they're concentrating on a pentacle. They want security and stability in their life, and they want to build a future with someone. Very mature-minded again. So this person is out there. This is your reward for learning your spiritual lesson, becoming yourself again, moving into that new life cycle, walking away. You were just totally getting enlightened about what was going on around you, and you figured out it wasn't serving you. So I'm going to take out an angel card. Let's see what your guardian angels and spirit guides have to say here. Let's see about this situation. Okay, I'm going to draw one out for you, Aquarius. Let's see what kind of guidance they have for you, for Aquarius. It says, manifest your dreams. By the way, it's card number 1. Wow. Manifest your dreams. So, I'm going to read it to you. Manifest your dreams. You're ready to go. There's no need for additional preparation. Take the first steps towards the changes you desire, even if they're small steps. Notice signs that guide you in the right direction, as well as resources and support that miraculously appear. Awesome card. Awesome. And that's exactly what I said that you're doing. You're moving away from something to manifest just what it is that you want. I'm going to take out a universe card. Law of Attraction card for you. Let's see what kind of advice comes out of this. Law of Attraction for Aquarius. Okay. for Aquarius of attraction. This is card number 0. I understand the rules of the game of life. That's the name of the card. Now I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to read it to you. Now that I understand the rules of this game of eternal life, now that I understand the powerful law of attraction and deliberate creation, I can prepave segment by segment my life experience into becoming the allower I was born to be, for I was destined to a life of fulfillment and never-ending joy. So this is part of your spiritual lesson. This is what you've learned, that you have control over your own life. And you can intend. That means, step by step, like making goals, little goals to reach a big goal and make it manifest. And that's, I think, exactly what you are doing in this reading. This is a really solid relationship coming in, a partner in life. So, wow, Aquarius, this was your reading. Thank you for watching. Universal Guidance Tarot.